Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the FHG YouTube 2019 race. That is right, guys. We are doing a live stream tonight for a race. We are on 7-6. We got Kosh right up here, guys. A lot of players are stuck into Chapter 7. Looks like we have some in 6. We have some in 8, guys. A lot of players doing really 8. Chapter 8. A lot of 7s through here. We got some 5s, some 6s. So overall, guys, not doing too bad already into Chapter 7. Did get lucky with some early summons. Now, unfortunately, with the summons, we got a lot of heroes we cannot use. So we know it is AFK Arena as 2019, so we cannot use heroes like Peggy. She is actually getting sidelined. Here we cannot use Alero, just picked up a copy of him. And here, of course, Oku we cannot use, Respin we cannot use, Pippa we cannot use, Gorvo we cannot use. So we have gotten very unfortunate with the Wilders. And then for our Graveborns, we got actually pretty lucky. We can't use Silas, we can't use Damon. So unfortunately, those go to waste, as well as the Awakened Taylene right there, guys. So unfortunately, yep, definitely wanted to do some streaming, guys. Tragic Heroes, Space Trooper, thank you guys for joining me. Arlen Blaze is here as well, and as Dark Blaine. And then, of course, we got Mortis, which Mortis we cannot use either. So we are pretty limited. I'm going to try to make some progression. Hopefully, you guys can help out a little bit. I have a summon. I believe I have 1 or 2 summons to do. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to pop our essence. I tried saving it. Unfortunately, we couldn't save the essence. But again, we're just going to kick back. We're going to chill. We're going to make a little bit of progression in here. See what we can actually get to tonight. So we have 2 summons here. Doing amazing tonight. It is very cool. For SETI, finally caught it live. Yeah, this is a different time, guys. This is 9:30 my time. This is 9:44 my time. So it is a little bit on the later side, but I'm hoping, again, with the streaming luck, we can get some of not only the players that we normally don't see because of the Sunday streams, but we can also get some heroes, hopefully, out of here, which double Fodder. I'm not too mad about Fodder. At this point, we absolutely need it, guys. We've been doing a lot of summons in here. Just haven't been seeing the heroes, which there's a new hero. There's Titus. And Titus is, I believe, on our list, which Maulers, we have Titus on there. So we can actually utilize Titus, which is very cool. So once we get to a point, he is a hero we can use. Again, a lot of players have been pushing a lot through here, which is very cool to see how the race is on. It seems like Izold. So I was looking a little earlier on the winning formations. It seems like a lot of players are running Izold, even at Elite. Guys, look at Izold. Izold is doing pretty well. Do have a copy of Frau right there. This Izold right there, again, running Izold. And look, the luck of a legendary Chimera with the luck of a legendary Rowan. That's absolutely bonkers, guys, when it comes to the luck on here. And then Entendre. So we have an Elite plus Entendre, and then we have Wukong in there. Again, very cool to see. Finally got Damon up to plus 30 signature item. Might be able to help me push. Yeah, Graveborn Tower, guys. Damon is a carry. Absolutely is a carry. Oh, Bernardo, it's 3 a.m. there. Yeah, a little bit late. What's going on, Hassan? Again, we're going to try to make a little bit of progression. I went with Nara. Nara, I actually got up to Elite Plus. We got lucky. Pulled another copy of her. So right now, guys, 120 is where she is at. Chimera, we used a little bit. Didn't have much luck with her. Rowan, I've been using as my support. And then I've went kind of back and forth with tanks. I did have Golas in here. Golas was another hero that we picked up kind of early. I do also have a Strilda in here, so I'm going to actually level her up a little bit. Big thing with Strilda, guys, is she has a knockback, and she also does buff the attack, which I absolutely love, guys. A pretty strong hero overall to build pretty early. Same with Orthos. Orthos has actually been dying out super fast, which is the reason why I actually dropped him out of here. He's been dying out super fast, and then we had Sophia in there for quite a bit, but again, drop Sophia out of there as she wasn't doing that much damage. We need more heroes, guys. We absolutely need heroes. Also, Gorvo's nearly ascended, so it's going to be really good once he's done. Yeah, Gorvo guy is really, really strong. What's the opinion on Solus as a carry? Logan, Solus will work. The big thing with Solus is the simple fact that once you start getting into deficiencies, the Floral Spectre gets one-shotted. So that's kind of the big problem, Logan. With Solus as a carry, this Floral Spectre will get one-shotted as you get further, meaning it almost has zero utility because it dies every single time. First stream I ever got to watch. Well, thank you. It's at Camorra Gaming, CMORR Gaming. Thank you for joining us for the stream. Again, this is kind of an unscheduled one. Ranhorn Strife. So we're actually going to go into here, start trying to unlock some of our artifacts. We should have no problem. I also did go through and I borrowed these from the Solemn Vow event. So I wanted to pick up a copy of Grez, which I did right there. It picked up out of the Solemn Vow event. I think he's going to be strong enough probably just to push through here by himself for where we're at, which will pick us up some loot, some scrolls, also pick us up an artifact, which is very cool. I pulled 6 times Sophia. Yeah, 6 times Sophia. That's absolutely crazy, guys. That is a ton of copies of Sophia. Is Damon carry good? Yes. Guys, Damon is probably one of the, if not the best carry within AFK Arena. Damon will just absolutely carry, which is crazy. What's going on, Pooh Bear? And Crave plays Roadblocks in Damua. What's going on, guys? All right, so here we have Graveborn. We'll go with some Graveborn. Here we'll get a copy of Leica. Again, I'm hoping to pick up a couple scrolls, which there we go, a little bit more diamonds. We need to gain some levels, guys. We got to make some more progression. I haven't seen, let me know in there if you've seen where Vulcan is at. I didn't catch him on here. I looked for a Sinhard. I looked for a couple others. I don't know exactly what they named their heroes. So again, I'm not sure exactly where they're at. But there we go, guys. Some more weapons. We got some enchanting mats right there. Who should I prioritize, Gren or Oden? Both of them are really strong. If you're going heavy campaign, Oden, if you can borrow Grez. So an easy way, Hydrocon is if you can merc Grez, absolutely use Grez because so many players build Grez. Just merc Grez and then build Oden would be my thought, again, because so many players do have that specific hero. He shouldn't be too hard to merc. And then build Grez. In time, you'll build them both because Grez in the Twisted Realm is absolutely phenomenal. But I don't know if you're at a point where you're going to be pushing the Twisted Realm. That's a big reason why I say just to merc him, because there's not a huge priority to build him, again, because you can borrow him. I don't even remember how hard... But at a time early on, but I did them all with Lucy. Yeah, I did the same. I think it's Deja. I did the same with Ainz. I literally just ulted through everything, and it was crazy to see how much damage. Came from basketball practice 9 chill with the hippo. Yes, sir. Oh, thank you, guys. I'm stuck on the end of chapter 32. Yeah, 32 is where it starts getting more difficult. You should absolutely be building out heroes like Oden and Grez at that point. Oden will be a very solid carry within the campaign, but Grez is a very solid carry as well because of Ulna. The Ulna Grez combo, guys, is one of the strongest team comps in AFK Arena. It's absolutely amazing how much damage it can put out with the survivability. If Grez has time to scale, super hard to kill. Absolutely, guys. He is very hard to take down if you do give him time to scale. So pretty easy through here. This will unlock, again, our first artifact. I'm hoping to add a couple more levels to the heroes. I know when it comes to essence, that is what we're always missing. Yeah, chill vibes only. Yeah, absolutely, Logan. Chilling. It was a long day at work today. We were pretty busy, but definitely being able to relax and chill out with you guys. So there we go, guys. There is our first artifact, which is, of course, our dodge artifact. Looking in here, we have 3, we have 6. We are done. Bringing up the Relenting Blaze. Again, some more scrolls in there, and then some essence. I'm not sure how far we're going to get in here. These, I honestly couldn't even tell you how many times we have done these in their entirety. It's kind of crazy. If I were to use Damon for carrying the campaign, what would the rest of the team be? So Damon, again, early is a solid carry. Damon is also a very solid carry. when it comes to the Graveborn Tower. The Graveborn Tower, guys, Daemon is a absolute requirement. Even when you get to double stages, again, Daemon is a very, very big requirement in there. Some players run Ulna with Daemon. A lot of players do run Daemon back line, like with a Thorin comp. There's, again, a couple different variations of what players have run with Daemon. And Daemon is one of the only heroes that scale with the enemy. So that's kind of the unique thing when it comes to Daemon, is he does have the ability to scale based on the enemies. So as the enemies get stronger, Daemon himself will actually get stronger, and he will steal some of the powers that the enemies possess, which is very cool. Does Mishka and Daemon work together? Mishka, in my opinion, there's a couple different formations where Mishka works. It could definitely work just because Mishka and Daemon are very strong. They could go together. Not really the ideal formation, just because Daemon is very self-sufficient, which is the big thing, where Mishka has really strong support when it comes to a team. It's honestly, it'll work depending, again, where you are. But overall, Mishka works in other formations where Daemon will work in a lot of formations. Even if he works by himself, it does work pretty well. So there's our second orb right there, guys. And again, I didn't think this was going to be super difficult to get through. Should I spend to get 2 Lucretias from the new event? Honestly, J-Fire, Lucretia is one of the biggest. Ainz and Lucretia, guys, are the 2 absolute biggest priorities within AFK Arena. They are the 2 heroes that are game changers. Big thing, and why so many players build Lucretia first, is Lucretia is actually a hero that will win battles herself. Lucretia doesn't need other heroes. Lucretia doesn't need support. Lucretia doesn't need anything in there to really excel, which is the reason why so many players build Lucretia early, because it is super easy to go through there with Lucretia, because, again, she doesn't need a team. She doesn't need a team around her build. She doesn't need support around the build. She can solo teams by herself, which is what players use her for. Campaign stages, absolutely. She can solo teams by herself, which is awesome. Yes, the Grez skin looks awesome, guys. I cannot wait to get it, especially seeing as of yesterday, it is going to be completely free to play. And I love, again, that they put skins on heroes that we use. I hate when they do, a bunch of skins and it's on heroes that no one's ever going to see or no one's ever going to use. I think it really defeats the purpose of the skin, but putting it on Lucretia, putting it on Grez, absolutely, I love both of those. I think it is a very, very strong combination. What should be my 5th team? I have Ainz Comp, Raku Mihira, Lucy, Ulna Grez. I don't use the Thorn Cheese. A lot of players in that point will use for a 5th team. We've seen a lot of the Invade team. So running Screg with Kren, with Zafriel, with Antandra. That's a very strong team combination that a lot of players do run in there. I'm trying to think what else. What are some of the other ones? Because most of them you have. But yeah, that's kind of the big one. A lot of people will run the Invade team. Most players will be the 5th team, will be the Thorn Cheese. But as you said, you're not running the Thorn Cheese. But a majority of the time, the 5th will be the Thorn Cheese. Again, there's a couple that will work very situational. Some people use the Florida team comp, which is kind of like the stall comp. Haven't seen that used in a while. Some people will use Portal Party. Portal Party is another one that a lot of players do utilize within there. There's I'm trying to think, the Invade team. The Invade team I see, again, quite a bit. That works well because of Kren. Guys, Kren is super strong. We don't know how Okuwa is going to be, but we'll have to see. What's going on, Hyatt? I have Mishka 302, 1 star. What comp should I focus on trying to get? Mishka, guys, is in a couple different formations, utilized within the Cursed Realm as well. Mishka is really a solid support hero. Mishka provides a lot of crowd control. We've actually seen her built out sometimes with Joker. Because remember, guys, when Mishka's wolves dies, so when you have her built out, if the wolves die, ult, crowd control, boom, it triggers Joker. Mishka ults, again, boom, crowd control, triggers Joker. There's a couple different formations that I've seen in there where players have actually built Mishka out a couple different ways or in a couple different comps that work well. I like running Mishka with a star. I think it's incredible with how well it works because of the mitigation factor, which is awesome. Yeah, the 5-pull with Lucretia works. But you said Lucretia comp, which I'm assuming is either going to be the 5-pull. Yeah, the Queen 5-pull, yeah, it is another one that a lot of players kind of break down with. I like the 5-pull with that. Queen is very fickle. And look at that, guys. Another new subscriber. Guys, if you're not subbed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. We're coming up on 24,000. I believe we're coming up on 24,000. We're pretty close. But we have Junior Ribeiro. And I know I absolutely butcher names just like I do in AFK Arena, guys. Most of you know I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Up here, it sounds a little different. A lot of the pronunciation sounds a little different, which I've heard it ever since I've started, so it doesn't bother me at all. So here we'll drop, let's drop Shamir up here. Yeah, Screg, Mishka, Antandra, Nemitsu, and Titus. Yeah, that's a very strong combination. Again, some players within that formation, Hyatt, will run Zafriel in there. Guys, Zafriel is an absolute ton of crowd control, and Zafriel also does an incredible amount of damage, which is another reason why a lot of players do run that comp as well. It's a comp that works incredibly well because of the amount of damage and crowd control Zafriel puts out. Try to get Kren 309 engraving. Yeah, Kren is super strong, guys. It's another hero on my YouTube account that I am maxing out. I have him at, I think, 44. I think it's around 44 engraving. But we already got the furniture. We already got the plus 30 signature item. If he can ult, most of the time he is very similar to what we see with Scarlet with Kren. If Kren ults, by the time Kren's ult has been completed, most of the time he's ulting again, especially if you're running the call on him. So you'll actually see almost back-to-back ults with Kren, which is the reason why so many people do run Kren, is if you can get him to ult, if you can keep Screg alive, especially if you're running like a Screg Mishka, that's going to be super strong. Because remember, Screg built out, going to give the attack rating, going to give damage mitigation, going to give energy, which is going to allow Mishka to crowd control and, of course, have that survivability aspect in there, which we absolutely love. So there's Rain, guys. And Rain is a hero I believe we can use. Yes, we can use Rain. So Rain, there's the unlock for Rain. 13 and 3, so we'll finish this adventure. Haven't reached 8-4 yet, so unfortunately we're not there. Forest Mania, we've actually been pushing through here a little bit. It's another place where you do get a lot of loot. You get an insane amount of scrolls out of there, guys. But I needed the gear. We know we needed to pick up gear, guys. And we also do get our dodge artifact, the very first one, dodge, HP, and of course the divine shield. I've had Shamira tank a little bit. I feel like we really need to probably switch this up and maybe go with a hero, go with a different hero in here, possibly to swap out for Golas. And look at that, guys. Lewis, another new subscriber. That is 2 already, guys. Very, very cool to see. So Golas, again, we got to Elite Plus. Pharrell, we got to Elite. We need more summons. We honestly need more summons. Even building, we could build up Rowan. Look, I got lucky with another copy, guys. So absolutely we want to build up Rowan. So all of the heroes that we're not utilizing, it would be all of the heroes we are not utilizing. For instance, like Alero, any hero that we are not utilizing within the race or cannot utilize in the race, we are using the Elite Plus fodder for it. So right here, like Silas, for instance, I am actually going to use him as fodder because it's a hero that I cannot use, but I'm hoping this is going to be used for Shamira. If I can get another copy of Shamira But we also have a free copy out of here, guys, which comes out of, I believe it's Soldier Supplies, which right there, we do have to wait 5 more days to get the one single Elite Plus. But that could be a very early hero to build, which would be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool to see. Which of the class artifacts would you upgrade first? The book, then the longbow? Yes, most players do use the book. Again, it works incredibly well. I would definitely do the book. Most of them, if you can get them all to 3 stars, guys, 3 stars with the class-specific artifacts are really the big thing. And then, yeah, definitely start pushing from there. The book on Ainz works incredibly well. A lot of people do use, I believe it's the Wing Warden as well. Just for the fact, it looks like we're having them, friends list are coming in kind of one by one. But again, there are a couple in there. Lost Grace, look, we've been doing this as well. And if you guys haven't checked out the Lost Grace, I've been kind of breaking it down day by day. This one is another one where we just go through. This is the day and night. This is the one that came out today. I've been going through here and switching. So it is currently day. Now it is night. And then I think at night is when we have Graveborn enemies are stronger. We'll switch this. You don't have to switch this. Again, it was kind of something a lot of people looked at today. You don't have to switch it. A lot of players went through here without switching it, and it was incredibly early. But I love running resin here, guys. It's so, yeah. And that's the big thing, Logan, is the book is good early for the alts. It is a very cool ability early that works. The barricade is good, but again, all of those will have the functionality even without being upgraded. So they will completely work without being upgraded at all, which is, again, very cool to see. Just beat chapter 32. Congratulations. That's a big achievement. Once you start getting into 32, guys, you start getting to the multiple teams, it starts getting a lot more difficult. If you never played this game, you'd be a millionaire. Yeah, Timothy definitely could be a lot wealthier without playing AFK Arena, but it is well worth it, guys. Most of you know I've played games my entire life, which is awesome. I would say Dual Divinity, then the bow. Yeah, Dual Divinity, Luis, it depends where you're at. So that's really the big thing, is that artifact is very advanced. That is actually, I believe, the very last artifact that we get within AFK Arena. So that one, a lot of players might not have yet, just because it is the furthest artifact. I have Desire Food. Yeah, it's going to be funny using all of these amazing heroes as food, which is funny. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking, Hyatt, is it's going to take a long time to actually get to that level, because that is pretty advanced. And I had players that said they couldn't make it through here, which is kind of weird, because here I am with literally level 80 heroes, level 120 to level 80, and we're having no problem going through here at all. Even without Grez, I ran through the whole entire thing before we got far enough to actually go through and pick up a copy there. And look at it, guys. Dylan, another subscriber. That's already 3, guys. Very nice with those subscriptions today. Absolutely love it. True to the book, late game is, yeah, that's a big thing. Late game, there's a couple of heroes that it is utilized on, like getting them a hero to ult faster. Ainz, it's kind of dropped off again for the Wing Warden. You want him to buff himself before ulting. And it also depends what you're running on. The difference between 3 stars and 5 stars, guys, with those artifacts, honestly, not a absolute game changer. You know, it'll give you a little bit more damage, but again, not a game changer. Do you think you'd be rich if you never played this game? No, I'd have a little bit more money. Definitely wouldn't be rich, guys. If you have a family and they're happy and they're healthy, that's really all you need. Games are just a byproduct of something fun that I love to do. Should I get 1 star on Lucretia or go for Alna? Honestly, Jay, I would do the 1 star on Lucretia, guys. Again, Lucretia can solo stages. Her engraving is very important, because when it comes to DPS heroes specifically, the higher the DPS heroes are super, super important when it comes to stats. That is really one of the big thing. You have to have the stats for damage heroes, or the damage heroes will do nothing. You'll actually not have the functionality there. You'll be missing all of kind of the viability of a damage hero if you drop out the damage. If you don't have the stats to support the damage. I've been using your Sunday streams to copy your Chapter 40 teams. Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, the Chapter 40 teams, guys, I rely on a lot of my guild. AFK Helper, I use that as well. Going through a lot of different team comps, the fights are so different, and that's where it kind of comes out. We're saying, hey, I have 5 teams. I want to run 5 teams. It's not really the way that it works. You know, it kind of sounds okay, but a lot of AFK Arena is based on the teams that you're fighting. That is really one of the big things is the actual teams that you're fighting make a very big difference in AFK Arena and exactly how far you're going to progress and how successful you're going to be. A lot of it is, again, very dependent on, I think that's all of it, guys. It's very dependent on, again, the team that you're fighting. Happy wife, happy life. Yeah, exactly. Thoughts on Oku? I think Oku is going to be really strong. Oku seems like a pretty solid tank overall. I like the abilities that he possesses. I love the damage mitigation. We know that tanks do not survive by any means without the damage mitigation. So I feel like he is going to be viable. Running in combinations like Oku with Mishka, I think that is going to be an absolute monster combination. Even throw in like a star in there, even throw in Raku in there, because both of them have multiple forms of crowd control. It will work very well. Should I focus on Lucretia or on the first? Lucretia, guys. Absolutely, Lucretia is the primary target or the primary build, guys. Once you get into the Stargazer, once you start getting a couple Ascended heroes to go in and actually push some of the faction tower, Lucretia is the build. Guys, you want to build Lucretia and you want to build her as high as you can, as fast as you can. It is really the priority hero when it comes to building. Again, she doesn't require a team. That is really the big thing. So you'll even see a lot of players will run a bunch of level 1 heroes in there with Lucretia because she'll get stronger with the enemies when the enemies die, which again makes a pretty big difference. But you'll also get a considerable amount of buffs, which I absolutely love as well. When it comes to building her out, guys, again, she is really the priority. Another copy of Rain. So that's actually 2 copies of Rain. Not too bad, and it looks like we finally can get in, maybe to the Oak Inn. I think we got someone that is there already. Boom. We got a little bit of resources there. Looks like Dylan is there as well. Again, picking up some of the friend invites in here. And we want these red chests, which is a little more essence. Love that as well. Have to pick up a lot more, guys, because I don't think we have that many. We have 5, we have 3, we have 10. I've been using these, especially with the race account, guys. There we go. I've been using them all. We're going to summon for Wilders. I kind of went back and forth, but Wilders I kind of landed on. If I have the single ones, I just go for blues or purples. Diamonds, of course, we're saving, and then we're saving our faction scrolls right now as well. Again, I think you guys are coming in one by one. All right, so let's level up a little here, guys, and then we'll see. Oku can heal himself, he gains shields damage. Yeah, that's a big thing. Oku seems pretty good. Yeah, Porta Party team definitely could work. Working well with Flora. Yeah, the mitigation factor. What should I do with Walker? Honestly, you're not going to use anything for Walker. I have Walker built up to 5 stars, and I use Walker for absolutely nothing. He's a hero that just honestly sits there, unfortunately, right now, with nothing to do. Walker, again, is a hero that you are not going to utilize for anything within AFK Arena, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's kind of where we're stuck. So we got Estrella built up a little bit. See, I don't want to use Grezin here. And we've been kind of going back and forth with the team. We got to get through some stages, guys. Definitely have to get through. Should I finish off Mihira? That's Mythic Plus with 3 more copies, or build Ulna? Logan, I would build Ulna. Honestly, I would definitely build Ulna in that point. Mihira is a hero, and again, Mihira is a unique hero that will do well even without her being really built. You don't have to build her super high, and again, she will do very well. She will do incredibly well. Let's see, who do we got in here? So we have Orthos in here. We had our tank in here. I'm gonna have to fix my formation. As I've been getting more heroes in here, we've been swapping, and as you guys can see, we've actually been utilizing and using Nara as our primary carry, which is pretty funny. But Nara does a lot of damage, guys, and Nara does a lot of damage pretty quick. I need Shemira built up a little bit higher to keep her alive during the ults. Because I feel like if we could just keep her alive, the viability is there. We need her to do more damage. And it's Drill the Wind to go ride, if you've seen right there, and we just snatched her with Nara, and I love the kill ability, guys. It's so cool. And then with the silence of Shemira, just literally sits there. I have Lucinda 1-star and Twins Mythic with a copy. Which one would you recommend taking? If it's Lucretia, absolutely, guys. Lucretia only needs 1-star. Eventually, you'll build her to 3-star, so you will actually build her up a little bit higher eventually, but probably not right now. What's going on, Bama boy? Couldn't you use Walker to die? Yeah, you could use Walker as a sacrifice. There you go. So we found a use for Walker, guys. It is going to be the sacrificial lamb for Lucretia. Who should I stargaze? Lucretia or Frampton? Lucretia. Talos, absolutely Lucretia, guys. Again, super, super, super strong, important hero. Lucretia, guys, absolutely will do phenomenal. She will do absolutely phenomenal. There's other heroes that buff immediately that die. Yeah, there you go. Just as good as Walker. Is there a chance Thane will be the next? So yes. So Kraken Crunch, if you've seen my short video with Thane, so that is from AFK Arena Inside. If you guys aren't familiar, it is a website that actually data mines AFK Arena. So they actually go through and they do the data mine for AFK Arena. And when they data mine information, we've seen it accurate. I would probably say about 95% of the time, Kraken, that we've seen the data mine stuff in there, especially the layout with how the data mine stuff, like the screenshots that I shared with you guys, that is exactly 110% Lilith design. I mean, you can tell from the layout. Now, I wasn't sure if it was going to be an event that it was kind of built into, or if that was going to be like the actual data mine, or the actual event for the Awakened hero. I think it's going to be. I think they're pretty spot on with the data mine and with it being Thane. I honestly do. I think it's probably spot on for that being the data mine with Thane. Leica just for the, yeah, Leica works incredibly well with that all buff. I'm not going to worry so much. I'm going to try to take out some of the damage here. Because I know targets like Belinda have a tendency to die pretty quick. They're not really solid targets, but you can usually kill them out pretty quick. But Arden down here with the crowd control. Again, I really need to rework this team, guys, and figure out, because I think if we have a couple other heroes that we could work between here. Because Shemira, like I said, I like the build on Shemira. I feel like Astrilda does pretty well, but dies pretty quick. I know we have Orthos here, which is a little bit of a higher level. We could actually drop out Orthos. We could drop Sophia in here. And Sophia actually doesn't have any gear because we spread it to Shemira at this point. We could also put an Izold. Guys, a lot of players are running Izold, but Izold would cap at 100. it's a really tough decision. But Orthos, I know I'm not going to pick up a lot more copies of Orthos. So I feel like him, we're just going to swap out. And it's only 20 diamonds, so we're going to reset that one. And then I'm going to try Izold. You know what? There are a ton of players that are running Izold that have been using him. I am going to try and build Izold. I want to see exactly what the giant Forgotten Champion. If you guys know, way back in the day, guys, I had Izold. I actually built him out, I believe the day that he came out, and he just crushed everything. It was absolutely crazy with how strong Izold was and how he just literally crushed everything. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case. Again, we might have to switch up a little bit of the gear on here. I'm not even sure who's got gear now. But we have a Strilda. Let's go through and we'll see. The race, we're in Chapter 7. We're already into Chapter 7. I have Damon at Mythic Plus, Lucretia at Elite. Should I Stargaze for her or just get Damon to Ascended? Honestly, Arlen, I would keep building Damon. Just keep Damon where you are. If you're Stargazing, Stargaze for Lucretia. If you're at that point. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Damon, I would build over time. Lucretia, I would build as well. What's going on, Awesome? Why Awaken Thane? Yeah, Logan, that's a really good question. I don't know why. Is Ulna's engraving 30 necessary? No. Ulna's engraving, guys, is not a big priority by any means. Ulna will work incredibly well without it. And I wonder, let me take this off. I want to throw this on Izold. A lot of people have been saying, guys, that Izold is a pretty broken hero, which I want to see it. I honestly, I do want to see it. So we'll drop out Goalless. We'll throw in our boy Izold in here. And I'm hoping we have Shamira in here. And I think that's it. So I know we have Pharrell in here that I have built. And then here we don't have Gear on Sophia. So this will be, let's see how we do. I'm not sure if Izold's going to die so quick because there's a heal. If he gets off his own heal, there's his second pot. Look at his healing, guys. There's the ult, and this is why players are running Izold. Got a stun right there. Again, there's his heal, so he'll use that hypodermic needle. Awesome. Very awesome. Awoke Thane looks like... Yeah, he did look like a dimensional. So if you've seen Dale, one of the things that I noticed, and I pointed it out in the video, is if you looked at the character art of Thane, it looked like he had a shield. It looked like he had the sword in one hand. It looked like he almost had a shield and the left side, which again would be really interesting if they made Thane into some sort of tank, similar to what they did with, similar to what they just did with Taylene. If they did like a Thane tank, might be kind of crazy. Which it would be, again, it would be really interesting to see. When to start using diamonds on the Stargazer? A couple different factors. So if you're starting to use diamonds on the Stargazer, you want to be at the point of your faction towers, Blaze, being at 125. So that is really the key, the pivotal point of when you want to start Stargazing is when you start getting to that point of clearing floor 125, even possibly floor 135, just because that is the point in AFK Arena that you're going to be picking up Stargazer cards and you'll be able to actually utilize the Stargazer cards that you pick up versus using all of the diamonds. Honestly, that is the place you want to start doing it. When you want to start Stargazing is when you have an opportunity to pick up the cards. That's the big part. Yeah. Hydrocon, that's what I seen. It looks like a sword and shield. When I seen it, I was like, it looks like a sword and shield. That's exactly what I thought. And, you know, like I said, when I seen it, that's what it looked like. It looked like Thane was equipped with a sword and shield. So again, it's going to be interesting to see. Maybe they, the Sim for Thane lore, they made the Thane. Yeah. I know they've done a lot on Baden, which they just did the skin, but they've also done a lot of lore on Thane. They had kind of a whole series. I believe it was with both of them. But did I get muted? No, you shouldn't have, Bam Boy. There is a cooldown. So there is a actual cooldown that is built into the chat. So if it is going too fast, Bama Boy, I believe it's got like a 15-second cooldown. That way a lot of players cannot spam, or one player specifically cannot spam. We've been raided or invaded a couple times. And if it's not built in there, it can get kind of crazy pretty quick before I can mute. Most of you know Javid's a mute mod on here. He takes care of a lot of it when we do the live streams when they're here. Helps out a ton, which is awesome. Nope, but there is no mute. Thane kind of looks like trans Aspen on Idle. There's a lot. So I played Idle Heroes, guys. Before AFK Arena, I played Idle Heroes for probably about a year. Didn't like the direction Idle Heroes was going. So that I kind of was turned off with Idle Heroes. Again, I didn't like the way that the game was going. They did an incredible amount of events. And if you play Idle Heroes, you guys are well aware, they did a lot of events where it was pay to win only. And it wasn't just cosmetic things. It was gear. It was heroes. There was a lot of stuff that you could not achieve or get unless you were completely pay to win, or you put money into the game, essentially, which I didn't like. I didn't like that at all. So Gwen, I haven't pulled yet. I had Gwen in the wish list. I actually dropped Gwen out. Gwen is a hero that utilizes a pretty specific formation, guys. But look at Izold. Dude, Izold is just tearing it up. I absolutely love. And Izold, I believe, was one of the very last heroes that we had in here. But he comes with his own heal. I need to build up Izold. I need to build up Shamira. Nara, I got lucky. I actually pulled a very, very early copy of Nara. But we could build up some Graveborns. And it's crazy to think that Graveborns are still this strong. And I think I just passed... Yep, I just passed Kosh. So big shout out, Kosh. We just passed you in the race. You should get there. How do I like the new Grez skin? I like the Grez skin. I love the soldiers. I love how they look. One of the big thing, Krish, is when you look at Grez's skin, guys, if you guys haven't seen it in the test server, wait until it comes up on global. It is just absolutely, 1080p to the core. They took an incredible amount of time, just like Lucretia skin. They took an incredible amount of time to build it. It looks absolutely amazing with the detail they put into his armor, the detailing they put into the weapon. The screenshots or the pictures don't really do it justice for how absolutely awesome that skin looks. I am very impressed with the skin. And looking again at a lot of other heroes that have minimal to no detail, it is a very, very sharp looking skin in my opinion. Is it good that I'm level 201 in the King's Tower? Because my friend said I shouldn't push it that far because I'll get stuck. And now, Arlen, honestly, in AFK Arena, there is no really pushing too early. Honestly, what you want to do, Arlen, is once you push the King's Tower and you're stuck in the King's Tower, go to the campaign. Once you get stuck in the campaign, go to, the Peaks of Time adventures. Once you get stuck there, go to PvP. Once you get stuck in PvP, go back to the tower. Rinse and repeat through in there. After a day, after 2, after 3, you'll see you're picking up more loot from different places. You're picking up, more experience. You're getting more gold. You're getting more essence. You're getting stuff out of AFK rewards. There are points within AFK Arena where you will naturally be stuck. One of the big one, guys, is essence. So when it comes to the hero essence, it is a natural point in AFK Arena where they built in to get you stuck. The only thing to really combat that is you have one of two things. Either one, you have time, or 2, you have money. That's it. Those are honestly your only 2 options if you're stuck in AFK Arena, is time or money.
So it's going to be one or the other that you're going to have to either deal with, part with, whatever it may be. It is going to be one or the other. It's going to be overcoming it with time again, or overcoming it with money. That's it. There's no other way to put it. Yeah, I played Idle Heroes for a while. I liked it, but playing it was fun. Like you said, competing in it was impossible. It was strictly impossible. I mean, Idle Heroes, you think some of these games like AFK Arena are very heavy pay to win. This has nothing on Idle Heroes, guys. This is like a drop in the bucket compared to what the amount of money that people are dropping within Idle Heroes. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Oh, thank you, Small Wave. Yeah, I love doing the guides. Most of you know, more than anything, I love doing the guides within AFK Arena. Always been kind of a teacher at heart, and I've always loved doing the guides. Yeah, and that's it. So a lot of them are not. A lot of games are not friendly for the play to win because the companies don't make money. That's really the big thing. And again, a lot of people don't realize how friendly AFK Arena is until you actually look at other games or even look kind of in the similar space. And it's pretty easy to see when you do a comparison how friendly, how friendly, honestly, AFK Arena is. I just used a RizComp and did 55 billion. Not much for your big players, but my champs weren't even built up. Yeah, Midnight's Oblivion. The bosses. So if you're doing 55 billion damage, guys, that is awesome. Honestly, the biggest thing is when you go through AFK Arena is you get to a point like where I'm at with a lot of heroes built. It is to the point where you need levels. That is it, guys. Even my Resonating Crystal level on the YouTube account, Resonating Crystal level, I believe the max is 715 now. Again, it is just about levels. That is by far the biggest thing that you could really push, is levels. When you have the heroes built, that's it. I'm going to get Grez skin on all my accounts. I'm not worried about getting the red chest. Yeah, if you're a collector, guys, absolutely get the skin, especially if you're free to play. It's going to be your only option. Red chests are going to come. Engraving mats are going to come. Everything else is going to come in time. The skin, however, will not. If you miss out on the skin, that is it. You will not have an option to get the skin again. So it'll be, unfortunately, kind of too bad, too sad. You'll miss out on it forever, which again kind of stinks, but it is really the only way. Just got a triple pull. Nice. What'd you pull? So Wandering Balloon, all of this is locked. Trails God is locked. Forest Mania, guys. This is another place, again, that a lot of players kind of overlook. This, I go through. It takes an incredible amount of time, but we can sit here, we can chat, we can talk. Only like yeah, exactly. It's levels. That is absolutely the levels. Looking where you're at, that is the levels. You have to gain more levels. So we got blue down here, we got green. We'll go ahead and kick this off, see what we can do. And again, I'm not good at this at all. See, they already had to rearrange them for me. This one's actually pretty tough because there's not too many different, see, locked again, which we got blue in here, trying to get rid of a couple of these. We'll take out that one. And I hate Candy Crush. Candy Crush is actually not too fond of. There we go. We got that one. I was coming up with Soul Awakening on... Oh, they are? They're Soul Awakening and an auction house? Yeah, there's just money. There's just money. Who did you pull, Dark? Shamira, Tassie, and Iran. Oh, very nice. I still haven't seen... I pulled one Leica. I pulled 0 Irans, and I pulled 0 Tassies. Dude, yes, absolutely, Logan. This is absolutely horrible. Honestly, it is absolutely horrible. I hate doing this, but what are you going to do to really get this kind of cleared out? Because even as much as I hate it, and trust me, I do, you get an incredible amount of loot. There are, there's a lot of loot in this game, and a lot of it comes from little tedious things like this that just give you loot. Again, it is really a collection in AFK Arena with everything you earn within the game. Oh, there you go. So have mom play it, guys. It'll work. What would you say the minimum investment for Awakened Disease is? So players, Luke, have had about 600 cards. So to really build out the hero, if you're looking, took around 600 cards. If you're looking at the cost or the minimum investment for him, you have to build him out. So one big thing, guys, with the Awakened heroes is the more you put them, more that goes into them, the more you build them out. You have to unlock their skills. Can't you? Yes, you can only ask help from 5 friends, and it's only once a day. So it is super limited with the amount that you can do. You can do 5 helps per day, and the friend that you help has to have completed the stage. See you later, Hydrocon. Yeah, Awakened Disease, just like Awakened Taylene, Luke, has to be built to unlock the skills. Essentially, if you think of, the 4 skill sections, each one is 25%. So if you're not engraving the hero, if you're not doing furniture on the hero, you're missing 50% of the skills. So that is kind of the problem where a lot of players do get stuck. You can't be missing all of those skills. It doesn't work to be missing half the skills. I'm the guild helper in this one. I usually request every now. Yeah, I've been doing it. Sinhard actually helped me through every single level of this last race we did. So big shout out to him, guys. He helped me through an absolute crazy amount of stages on here. Because again, this is one thing that I'm not very good at. And I don't have the patience. I think a lot of players are kind of in the same boat. Not having the patience to sit here and go through every single stage and doing it multiple times. It kind of drives me crazy to go through here, but I think we have 2 more. I can get them done, but again, it's super tedious to do. We just need 1 over here, which I believe if we get 1 over, there we go. So we're doing good. You also do have to, I believe, so if I try to get help for this stage, I can't get help for the next stage till this stage is complete. So it goes vice versa, kind of 1 by 1 by 1. For instance, if I go here and I request help, I only get help for this stage, and I can't move to the next one till the person that is helping me actually goes and completes it. Is Grez good? Yes, Grez is one of the best heroes in AFK Arena General. Absolutely build out Grez. Again, he is such a strong hero, used in a ton of different places within AFK Arena. I'm stuck at 1640. I was hoping to defeat it before I come to see the live, but I couldn't. I did defeat a lot of stages today. Oh, yeah, once you get through, there are some stages. 1640 is probably the last stage in 16. There are some stages that are difficult to get through. So again, kind of by design, there are some stages, again, that are really difficult to get through. And again, it's by design. It's Lilith's design to make some of the stages, again, a little bit more difficult to get through and a little more tedious to kind of get through. So here we got some blue down here. Again, I usually don't do very well with this, but we'll get there. Might take a little bit, but we will get there. I asked for your help on that 24/7 for my one friend who had all the later stages done. He's like, you're lazy. Oh yeah, absolutely, Logan, I'm just being lazy with it. I'm absolutely lazy with it. If this wasn't a race, I wouldn't do this on my account. I haven't done it on the YouTube account. If I hop on there, I haven't done this on my main account. But yet here I am doing it on this account, which really tells you the commitment to finishing and pushing the race. Because again, this is something that I haven't even done on my main account. Because it drives me that crazy to actually get it done. Again, we got a 3 right there. Need to try to, let's see. I know the ones up there aren't really going to do too much. And I hate they give us like the hopping ones up here, because essentially that's not going to do anything for me. Going all the way up there. I want to explode this one, but how can I get there? And I know this game probably for viewers is absolutely crazy, because you can say, no, here, go there, go there, go there. I only use Awaken Disease for freezing strong enemies. Yeah, that's what people use them for. So Awaken Disease does well. It's just, again, it's expensive to build out. It's very, very expensive to build out the Awakened Heroes. We've seen that kind of time and time again, which we're only going to get this in one move. If we get one move, which we did, Magic Time's not going to give us nothing. That's okay, because big thing is, guys, even if you get 1 star, is now what you can do is I can hop here, request help. So let's see who's on here. Loading. Nice. The name's loading. So who's in here? Dylan. Dylan is here. There's Dylan. So I can request help. But now I can move on to my next stage. So Dylan can actually fulfill that stage, and I can move on to the next one. I'm stuck in Tower and Campaign. Has nothing better to do, so I was doing those. Yeah. And again, this is a place, guys, that I was hoping they would add more mini games in here. Unfortunately, they did not. Someday, again, just kind of someday hoping maybe they'll add a couple more mini games in here. I think a lot of players absolutely love them. But again, we didn't see, they never added anything else with it. They never added any more to it, which again is kind of sad to see, but maybe someday, and maybe someday soon. So here we need, we just need the cards out of here, but we have no blue there. We can't get this one. Yep, we're going to have to come down this way. I think that's both cards. Yep, we're good there. What time is it here? It is 10:39. 10:39. Again, I wanted to stream some of the race account. We're starting to make some more progression here. And look, Dylan completed our stage. Big shout out to Dylan. So I only completed 2 here. Oh, that's it. I'm going to actually have Dylan. Where's Dylan again? Again, big shout out to Dylan. He is completing those. So I'll complete this one, and that'll give me 1 more chest, which is Chimera. Another copy of Chimera, guys. Absolutely love it. You missed a 5 grouping that. Yeah, and that's it. Musical quarter note. That's the reason why playing Forest Mania in here is kind of crazy, because you can see it more than I can see it. And if you're kind of an outside party looking in, again, you can kind of see some of the moves that I might not see, because, like I said, I'm horrible at this one. I'm trying to use the Rainbow Star on the Power Cups. It creates power on every single tile on the color. Oh, yeah, the rainbow. Yes, absolutely. Don't know if you knew, but it didn't. Oh, thank you, Peachy. Yeah, I just try to match whatever's in there. And again, if Dylan can give us 1 more help, I think he's still on here. We can pick up that chest. And that's a copy of Chimera. So we need another copy of Chimera. And then we can do, thank you, Dylan. Boom, he got us our Chimera copy, which gives us another copy here, guys. Very nice. I'm going to eat Silas, and I'm going to eat Viden, because we already know another copy of Chimera is coming. If we don't get the copy, we know the copy is coming within the next 5 days, because there is a Legendary Plus copy that we get for free. So we need a little bit more EXP, which I'm not sure we have here. It is 69,000, so a little bit shy there. But I might swap Chimera and throw Chimera in. There we go. 102. I was going to swap Chimera, but there we go. So now we have Chimera. Chimera has a very unique ability to tank incredibly well because of the healing ability she has. So I'm going to run Chimera, and I'm thinking Izold in this one. And I might reset Estrilda to build out Izold. Or I might even reset Nara to just buff Chimera through the roof. I might either one. Oh, you're loading? I know. That's so funny. The name is loading. I'm Alticon. I'm trying to build Oden as much as possible besides Tassie and Pippa. That's a really strong combination. So Tassie, Pippa, Oden, the Portal Party is really strong in there. That's a good build out. At 10:30, we're 12 hours apart, so it's 10:39 a.m. where you're at. Someone expecting they would add more lower adventure quests in the Peaks of Time. Yeah, Boomer, I absolutely agree with you guys. The Peaks of Time does get a little bit boring, especially because these are the same ones we've went through. I want them to add something that's honestly difficult. I think it would be cool to have something in there that is difficult to do. I think that would be interesting, where it's not just, okay, you look at a guide, you do this, you do that, that it's relatively easy to get through. I would love to see, again, some aspects of AFK Arena, not PvP focused, but that are just more difficult to do. Our reason for the name was I used a low internet connection, so loading icon. Nice. Yeah, I used to have horrible internet. Not anymore. We've changed internet companies a couple times. The one we're with now is pretty decent, but I think with Shamira in here, guys, we're going to be able to make some solid progression. Hopefully get a couple more diamonds, get a couple more summons, which is awesome. First time watching Hippo's live stream. Oh, thank you, Jonas. It's funny because a lot of players will hop on here and it takes them a while to figure out or understand that it's a live stream. Dude, loving the chill, fun time. Yeah, I'm going to try, Logan. I'm going to try streaming a little bit more. I love streaming. Most of you know that I started streaming on Twitch. Twitch usually requires about 2 to 3 hours a day. So it was actually an incredible amount of time for streaming, which is the reason why I stopped doing Twitch and I stream to YouTube. Plus the videos they upload straight to YouTube, which makes it super easy as well. Pretty convenient. And there, guys, there's Shamira's heal. So Shamira heals herself, which I like. But I feel like we're going to have to take out Leica. Guys, if you have any tanks, Leica just eats them. Absolutely with her debuff, guys. It's kind of crazy. Maybe if Nara can stun Leica. No. If you don't crowd control Leica, like I was saying, Leica will just destroy your tanks. Will absolutely just crush your tanks in there. Love how literally everyone is yelling about all the moves he has been. Oh, yep, absolutely. Again, that's why I said I don't do it in their mystical, because I knew it was coming. Again, I hate Candy Crush. I've never played Candy Crush, not for any amount of time. But the time in here is really probably the most time that I've spent doing Candy Crush. What I'd love to see repeatable game modes that has randomized dungeon, little rewards with small chance of gazers time. Yeah, absolutely, musical chord. That would be very cool. That if it was more of the time you put in AFK Arena, I guess. If there was more time you put in there, if you could go, yeah, fully randomized Peaks of Time adventures would be awesome. So let's say they had, 10,000 different adventures. That when you went in there, it would just randomize one of the adventures that you're going to go through. It would be cool. It would be really cool to see. That's a really, really cool addition, especially if they put in some of the Dismal Maze type stuff, meaning that they would limit you to let's say, what heroes you could use. Different builds of that nature, I think, would be a pretty interesting twist on it. That could make it a lot more difficult. I think that could really up the difficult factor in there. Guys, and Nara does an incredible amount of damage. You just see Nara down here working it. Boom! Nara just killed everybody. Even though, of course, the damage from the kill shot actually doesn't get calculated in here. But guys, look at this battle. So pulls over Arden, and this is just the honest power of Nara. Pulls Arden back. So knocked Arden back. There we go. Boom. So there's the kill. So now we have our second target right here. Target's got probably about 15-20% health. Kills that target. Grabs Belinda. Crowd controls Belinda down here. Pulls her back again. Boom. Dead. Snatches Angelo. takes him out, snatches right there. Hogan kills Hogan too. Look at that. Absolutely awesome. That is why using Nara early game, even using her at this level, is kind of broken. It's very cool to see the abilities that she possesses and how she is utilized, because just like you've seen right there, guys, it's pretty broken with the damage that Nara puts out. It's very cool. They should do a tower defense with heroes that you have. Yes, Bernardo. So we've talked about that too. I would love to see a couple things, honestly, that I would love to see. One, a tower defense. So similar to what we see to our Island of Gold event, I would love it to be a kind of a permanent guild island defense, tower defense, whatever it may be. You could even make it that, you know, if players are within the tower, so if you're actively defending towers, you know, bosses come to the towers, different stuff comes to the tower. It has an auto defense. If you're not there, it has a, you know, an automatic or a, again, automatic defense if you're not there, but it buffs a crazy amount if you are there, if you're actively defending. They could do a lot of really cool stuff with this game because they already have the team. As many of you know, guys, Lilith makes a ton of games. They could add some really, really cool factors in here that could make this game absolutely amazing for players to get into. What's going on, Levi? More mini events in it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I really feel it would pull a lot more players in the player base, and they need ongoing events. So like I was saying, guys, if they made a guild tower defense that just ran 24/7, that allowed you to, based on the level of, let's say, all of your defenses, gave you kind of passive loot, kind of like your AFK loot. But then if you actively defended, it could give you more loot. It could give you special things. It could give your guilds boosts, buffs, whatever. I feel like the biggest miss that I've seen with AFK Arena is the ability for them to do anything with the guild. Honestly, I feel like that's probably one of the biggest misses from AFK Arena is the guild aspect. I feel like they could make the guild aspect absolutely amazing, and they don't. They redid the guild bosses but didn't do the loot. That was pretty sad, in my opinion. That was pretty sad. Fully randomized, limited. Yeah, musical chorded. That would be cool. That would be very, very cool. Because again, if players spent a lot more time in AFK Arena, they would get rewarded. They, you know, especially if you are like a free to play player, that would be a really, really big addition for a lot of players. All right, guys, so we got Diamonds 1 summon. Is it going to be a viewer summon? That is good. It is. Just some more rare heroes. Nobody again, but we're close. We're closer to that one. We haven't pulled any copies of Brutus either. But it looks like here, we know we have Rowan right here. I'm thinking because we have rain. Well, we already have food here, so we need one more copy of Rowan. I want to use Rowan, but I'm going to hold off. Right now, I am going to hold off on building Rowan. Just because I know we could have a possibility of getting a hero a little bit higher, but getting Rowan up a little bit higher, of course, gives him a little bit more skills. I want another copy of Rowan. I feel like we could definitely make some solid progression, guys. I want to level up these pots. I want to get Rowan all the way up to Mythic. Mythic, guys, Mythic with Rowan is super important, especially if you're running Chimera in here. It works, again, incredibly well with the combination of them too. And look at Chimera tank. That's why players love Chimera, guys. Chimera is a pretty strong tank, which again, I think I'm going to reset Nara. Build up Chimera. I'm not sure how far we can build her. Izold, we need more levels. A lot of heroes, guys. We need loot. We need loot. We need levels. We need a lot. But I mean, we're almost to 8. We're almost to chapter even 7-9, 5, 6, 7. We have a couple again in 8. So we're doing pretty well. I mean, even there's 8-20. We're doing pretty well overall with the progression. I'm at about... So I logged on this morning at 8 a.m. So it is now, I believe we're about, what, 8-9 hours? So we're almost to a day. We're about 9 hours shy of a complete day with the new account, which is cool. Really want to know why they took the in-game redeem codes. So that was actually something to do, Chikina, that was to do with something that had happened in Japan. So there was actually a big, long explanation once upon a time, years ago. There was something with the in-game redemption codes not being able to be utilized within the country. So if you guys remember, probably about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, it was one of the changes they had to do because of something that was happening with, there's a red chest. I'm not sure what's actually in that. Something that happened with Japan. So they did have to change up. Oh, look at this. So Namora, we have Nara, another copy of Nara, guys. Lucius, I don't think we can use Lucius. Or yes, we can. Lightbearers, we have Lucius. Maulers, we have K-Sauce. K-Sauce is on here. We don't have any Maulers yet that we're really running. Sophia. But we have Nara. We also do have the faction scrolls too. Let me know what we should pick. Let me honestly know what we should pick. I was kind of leaning towards the scrolls, but we are utilizing Nara. And Nara, we have already up. We've already gotten the copies of Nara because Nara's already Elite Plus. So if we had a few more copies, we could take her up all the way to Legendary already. But I know Lucius is pretty strong. Rowan's another one, pretty strong build. K-Sauce, again, we don't have anyone. Maulers we've been short on. And then, of course, the Wilders were saying we have a copy there of Namora already. I don't know. That's going to be a good question, who we build in here. So let's drop that out. We'll drop Rowan in here. And we'll throw in our Izold. I would say go for Nara. I'm thinking Nara. Lucius is good early. Yeah, but I don't know how the one copy is going to work. That's kind of my thought. I know Lucius does work early, but essentially we'd probably just utilize them for food in a little bit. Nara or the faction scrolls. I know, but faction scrolls I'm always on the fence because most of the time faction scrolls are nothing. I think you should go Nara and then the faction scrolls would just get unlucky. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I know even before as we took Nara pretty far, even just at the Elite, and it worked incredibly well. Nara did work very, very well. And I love the kill through the Brutus shields. And Arden in this one, of course, just kind of a pain in the butt because it's Arden. What kind of race is this? This is a race to chapter 27. So with this Keck, we can only do heroes that were released in 2019 or earlier. So we're very, very limited to the heroes that we can utilize within AFK Arena. Which again, the 2019 heroes, it's pretty limited. It's fun to see. It's cool to see. All of the other heroes that were not in 2019, we are using them as fodder, so they will actually go down as fodder. Look at how many players are stuck here, guys. There's Kosh again. Naomi is here as well. So we do have a very tough team here. So you know what? I'm going to use one of my cheats. We're going to drop him in here and see if we can finish this. That is the reason why we mark the heroes, and both of them are approved heroes, so we can use both of those. But a tough stage that we can just get through. I know I probably shouldn't use it this early, but we want to get through here. Don't you get an elite pull? I don't think, Logan, with the faction scrolls you do. I know the regular scrolls you do, but the faction you do not. So there we go, guys. So that floor we made it through. So we're going to drop him out here. We're going to drop, and again, taking out Leica. Don't want to kill the tanks. I'm thinking Nara. I'm thinking Nara, but you know, faction scrolls could be. I'm going to go faction scrolls. You know what? We'll go faction scrolls just because I know that Nara does work again incredibly well. Even just having her at Elite Plus is awesome.
I think I'm gonna go with the faction scrolls. And we'll see. It might be well worth it. It might not be worth it whatsoever. Might just be absolutely horrible because we chose the faction scrolls. But it could also be a lot of food. Lucius is only good Mythic Plus if you have any lower. Yeah, he does a little bit of support. But yeah, I don't feel like it's going to be there. There's going to be enough to build Lucius. Goku's outro is same as Goku's outro from Street Fighter. Yeah, I feel like Lilith pulls a lot of stuff from different places, guys. And that's probably why you see a lot of similarities between the games and between a lot of the different places where you see content. I feel like they do pull a lot from different places. We're scooping up a lot of diamonds, guys, which I absolutely love. Diamonds, we're getting a lot of essence. I feel like by tomorrow, with the EXP that we're going to get, and look at that, guys, Nara just locked down Belinda, which I love. Boom, there's the kill shot. Rowan, you need to stun. There's the CC. Oh, Shamira still went down. I don't think Nara's going to be able to kill all three. She's pretty strong, but if she can dodge some. There we go. Got Ira. But it's going to be... Nope. Oh, that was close. Give some more diamonds, though. And again, we're just going to have to continue building. And I think the Arcane Labyrinth, nope, resets in 21 hours. Joyous Summons, we get another 50 summons tomorrow, guys, which is awesome. Guild Store, we're still building. Barracks, again, still building. Labyrinth Store, waiting for a little more tokens, and we'll be good there, which is awesome. Only reason I was saying, and I just chose because you can go Graveborn and get food. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that as well. With this, we'll actually go with the scrolls because I can get food for Shamira. We know it is coming. Also, I could get the food for Nara, which again, we know food. If we get Damon, we're utilizing that. We can actually eat Damon as food, as well as a couple other heroes. Rowan, I'm really hoping to pull that other copy in here. If we can get another copy of Rowan, I will be super, super excited because we'll go all in for Rowan. Rose we can use, Peggy we cannot, so she will be actually food. We already have this copy here. And then, of course, we have really nothing in here. Because, again, Gorvo we can't use. Pippa we can't use. Respin we can't use. So a lot of those heroes, guys, we cannot use. It is just literally going to be food that we're using in here. So definitely have a lot more to build. Seeing this now is giving me PTSD of seeing... Yeah, Veden is a nightmare, guys. He is an absolute nightmare to deal with. But 7-36, guys, I'm pretty happy with the progression that we made on here. That is very cool. And I'm liking the build. Again, I feel like we have to put a lot more into Shamira. Probably level everybody else out to 100. Keep Shamira max out for the carry. And we'll go Shamira Rowan for the carry. It is what I am feeling here. That we're going to have to go. We're going to have to go for those two. So we'll spend a little diamonds. We'll do the reset. We'll get Shamira built up. Which I love because this is going to be the carry. That is going to be the carry. So we'll actually... There's a really, really smart way to do this. And it's keeping one hero essentially as the carry. So keeping everybody else at the minimum level and keeping your one carry at the maximum level. Which now that we have Shamira, Nara was the only one I had at Elite Plus to actually carry. But there we go. So at level 80, we can build up Shamira further. So now at 120. So now all pentagram have to be 100. So this is the point where we'll actually take Nara higher. And we'll want to take all these heroes up to 100. And then everyone will actually stop at 100. But I feel like having Shamira as the carry, and we can also swap this out.
And another way to do this, kind of a cheese way that a lot of players do, is drop Chimera in here. And let's say we drop that out. We can drop Pharrell in here. Now we have a lot of crowd control in the back. Chimera can usually take some hits, especially because we have potions here. Usually works pretty well as Chimera as a carry, because if she ults, she picks up the shield, so she will actually dodge quite a bit. So I feel like we can make this work, guys. Depending, again, on the formation we're fighting, we can make this work, which I like. You can use the Ninja... Oh, I can use... Oh, Gorvo isn't on here. I have a list. If you guys haven't seen, guys, I printed out the list of every hero that we could see. Do I have the Solemn Vow? Yes. I Solemn Vowed myself again, just like I normally do. We have all the quests up here. Just going to have to pick them up. I know it's going to take a little bit of time, but we will definitely get there, guys. Chimera Rowan is going to be the carry. So you know what? I'm just going to go in here. Now I'm going to eat so we can build Rain. But we know Rowan is going to Legendary. He's going to be the big primary hero that I'm going to build. Again, I really don't recommend building them up as of right now, but having both those Legendary heroes. The elite heroes are capped at 100. So you actually cannot level them up anymore. They're actually capped at 100. So have to level up the Legendary heroes to get them built up a little bit more, which I don't want to waste that many diamonds, but we know since he's at Legendary, we're going to have to build him up quite a bit. There, so now we got Legendary Rowan back there, which is good. Yeah, the hero timeline, absolutely. Yeah, Ninja Turtle, he might be actually a very viable pickup that we might have to do. Guys, Ninja Turtles is a pretty viable pickup. See, there was the alt. And Chimera goes to 100% life, which is the reason why we love to use her, guys. There we go. That is the Chimera carry. So got through another tough stage. I think we can finish out this chapter today. I think we're going to be pretty close. But it is already past 11. Wow, guys. It is absolutely late here. I got to work at 6 in the morning. So we'll try 1 or 2 more stages here, and then we'll be done with the stream for tonight. But that is absolutely awesome, guys. Again, if you haven't subbed to the channel, guys, go ahead and drop the sub. I know we're getting there. We're almost to 24,000 subs. It's absolutely crazy with the amount of growth we've seen on the channel, but it is super, super exciting for me. We've been doing YouTube for 2 years. What's going on? Pardo, Girl Solus ain't legit in the race. So Logan, she's very difficult. She doesn't do the best. A lot of people have tried to do the Solus carry, and it doesn't work very well. It's a carry that unfortunately it doesn't work super well. It's kind of a tough carry, honestly, especially because some of her abilities do not work the best, and also if you're killing. Also, you know what? I'll sub. Oh yeah, definitely sub. With Solus, guys, the Floral Spectre, that's the reason that she really doesn't work very well. If you could get the Floral Spectre changed a little bit, it would work very, very well. It would absolutely work super well if you could get the Floral Spectre to live. But unfortunately right now, that's the spot that we're stuck. The Floral Spectre dies entirely too early, which again, it sucks to see, but it's the truth behind the hero. And I think this is it, guys. There we go. Chimera Rowan combination. Chapter 7 is done. So we move right into Chapter 8. And as you can see, guys, quite a few players are into Chapter 8 already. Looks like right there is Naomi. So we'll go ahead and we'll collect up a couple scrolls here. I don't think we have enough for a 10 summon, but we have 8 of them. I'm going to go ahead and use all 8 of them, so we can see if we can pick up another Graveborn hero here, because we will get a card. Or maybe I'll go Lightbearer. If I go Lightbearer and it's Rowan, Graveborn or Lightbearer, guys, let me know. Are we going Graveborn or are we doing Lightbearer? I'm kind of torn between the two, because like I said, if we picked up a copy of Chimera, it would be nice. if we picked up that other copy of Rowan, that would be awesome to see as well, because that would actually build him up to a little bit. Oh, you're welcome, Boomer. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, I don't use Twitch. Yeah, I don't use Twitch either. I used to use Twitch, but yeah, dropped that a while ago. So what do you think? Graveborn. So Logan's going Graveborn here. It's resonating crystal. We have the Graveborn. All right. Kind of unanimous Graveborn, guys. Let's see who we get. Boom. Maybe it'll be Chimera. It is Silas. So he is food. He is one that we cannot use. Izold, Kelthar. Nope. He is food. So Graveborn. We got another one, which is okay because that will be food that we're utilizing. And there is Silas there. We already used one copy of Silas. So another one, not really too big, but we will definitely get a little bit more food. I want to build up Izold a little more, guys. I'm pretty impressed with how he's doing. But Chimera will remain the main carry in there. We could use Leica in here, of course, for the debuff and for the damage, which is very cool. Yeah, I know that's pretty tough. Late Bear 2019 is just Rowan. Yeah, exactly. Rowan is really the main carrier here. All right, guys, so that'll do it for the YouTube race for today. We are on 8-1. I'm going to go ahead and try to push a little bit more progression. I'm not sure if some of these players just crushed it, which, yep, AFK 2019, 8-40, guys. Look at that. Chimera carry. They got Lucius in here and Wukong and Nara. Very similar combination to what I am running in here. Awesome. Awesome to see. So again, guys, that'll do it for today's video. I like doing the streams. We're going to try to do at least another one during the week. So a lot of the players that normally cannot catch the Sunday stream can catch it during the week. So again, guys, thank you guys for joining me. All love and support for the channel. And as always, thank you guys for watching.